The humble
Attention.
We have an interesting one.
This podcast are the views and opinions of Ave and Scodillin.
Episode number 27.
Only. I think we need to. I swear, man, we need to add disclaimers, advisories, little dinger bells,
a little joke button, a little
you know what I mean? Well, yeah, until we've decided to get the YouTube up and rolling so people can see facial expressions and know what kind of sense of humor we're trying to drag out. If it's dry, if it's, we're just being dicks, you know what I mean? Like we need buttons to press.
My laugh gives it away, but I suppose not.
No,
so
that's obvious.
Yeah, obviously. So to catch everyone up to speed here, we had talked a couple episodes ago about another podcast, Peaches and Cream.
Peaches and Steam. You're brewing.
So
hot brewing.
Nah, so as we said, we're fans of the podcast. We're connected to the podcast in a way, right?
Friends.
Yeah. So the whole thing was I've never been taken.
To me, that's what I play it for. I'm not, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but Go ahead.
Well, I've never been taken out of context more in my life.
You see.
So we basically, I enjoy their podcast. So I listened to all of them that they had up of the new era or whatever, right? Because they were doing it before, like as an internet radio show, but now it's a podcast format.
Yeah, got solid roots and foundations in this kind of thing.
Yeah, I listened to it. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
and I wrote some notes, and I was like, "Oh, these are cool topics. Let's talk about these." Right?
Wrong.
Need the Charlie Murphy
for real. Like,
first off, this is my thought where things got misconstrued. Their podcast is more serious discussion. They give advice. You know what I mean? It's things like that.
It's a lot more wholesome. I'll tell you
exactly.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Our whole podcast is shooting the shit, throwing jokes out, talking shit to each other,
back and forth,
very low brow, fucking around, right?
Right. I mean, I do this because I have spare time to offer to, you know what I'm saying, something that I think I would like doing. I enjoy doing this.
Yeah.
But
I like joking around. I'm an amateur student of comedy, so I like writing stupid bits. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I like to do as a side thing, whatever. So, first off, I'm just going to go through the topics and we can discuss each topic that was brought up or whatever. And then after that, I'm going to get deep. But the first topic is, first of all, I didn't bring this whole thing up with Peaches and Cream to start a war, to attack them. As they said, come for them. I was not trying to come for you at all. I never once said anything along those lines. I just took the topics because I thought they were interesting. Now, the first one was, do all men cheat? Somehow they took the words and twisted them to say that we were getting at them for saying all men cheat.
Yeah, that was never really the premise. That wasn't like, we weren't trying to set that.
Yeah, I agreed with almost everything they said from the original topic. I just thought it would be fun to say our thoughts too.
That's what I envisioned when you brought it up.
Yeah, I never once said what they said, or commented on how they answered that question. And to say maybe I did fuck up in one way is we had recorded that whole like first 15 minutes or so twice, right?
Right.
So the second time I was probably rushing through it. Maybe I didn't say. Maybe I came across as I was attacking you, but I wasn't. I was just trying to get through the topic because we were shoving it in at the end of this other podcast, right?
Well, yeah. That was actually what was going on. But like that's like using it here nor there. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's more though is like take absurd statements.
Yeah.
As a literal.
Yeah.
And anytime, I mean, I'm just going to be 100% honest right now. Like there are a lot of things that like I take serious in life. Sitting side by side with this guy and some of the things that we might develop to be a topic of discussion, I can't really just take that to be 100% serious ever. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, unless we were talking about something that has some relevance.
There's nuance to what we talk about.
Right. There's usually like,
and for some reason it was completely lost.
I mean, I don't know. Now, like, we weren't trying to offend anybody.
I wasn't,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I wasn't even trying to attack them. I just thought these are cool topics.
But then again, as we had that previous episode where we talked about things being taken out of context over text messages and social medias and, you know what I mean? Name a platform. You know what I mean? You could put something up and someone's having a bad day on Facebook and they could think that you're taking a personal jab at their life.
Yeah.
Like for that, I mean,
never once said what on most of these topics. I never said what they thought or attacked their views on it. I just took the topic and we expanded on it. Yeah,
and I mean, there were things like I'm just gonna get to the one with me. I'm just gonna be the foulest dude in the world. So with the sucking the meat off his dick, in me saying that, a large part of that you guys missed me saying. That's what you do to keep a man from doing some shit like cheating.
He's saying that you're simple. But that's all it is.
But it wasn't. Oh, you're full blown upset. You know what I mean? The woman's pissed off.
The guy
go
did some
home and
shit.
Suck his dick.
Yeah.
No, that was not. That was completely. You know what I mean? That was like. But if you guys found that to be rubbish, in me saying that. You know what I mean? That's fine too. Yeah. But I'm just all I have is my opinion, and you know what I mean. Like I said, I don't know if I need an opinion button, bing, where I'm hitting the bing, like you know what I'm saying. But I think things were like.
This is the thing. We're here for jokes. We're here for entertainment, right? Yeah. You guys said yourself it was entertaining. You guys said yourself you enjoyed it. It was entertaining. That's what we're here for. My metaphors and jokes were supposed to be absurd and comical,
rude,
and just
obnoxious.
Yes, exactly. It was supposed to be like, oh my god, did he just say that?
They were throwing darts, but they weren't aimed at like an individual. They were just blanket statements. That were
entertaining and comical. Dude, look, this is the thing. That podcast was not a thesis paper. Okay, I was fucking around. Okay? The fact that you guys think that I said, hey, ugly girls, stalk a man to get him, and you thought I was serious is unreal. And you think I'm superficial about that? I'm ugly. Like, what the fuck? Like, who am I to judge? I ain't shit. And you think I'm really sitting up here being superficial, telling women, no. Oh, God. I'm fucking around. That was a stupid, absurd joke. You're supposed to shake your head and laugh it off and be like, you're an idiot. Now, 100%. When I listened to their podcast, I saw they put it up. I was so excited. I was like, oh, this is going to be funny, right? This is going to be great. I thought you guys, I was totally expecting you're stupid, you're dumb, and laughs. Not fucking taking everything out of context and taking it literal. Like, you guys, I said something about like only 3 guys in the world deserve pussy. I said Barack Obama, Buster. I was just naming stand-up guys that just came to my head, and you guys dissected it like I had an actual list in my pocket, like I walk around with.
You do.
These are the guys who deserve pussy. Like you guys took everything literal when we were just fucking around. Well, first of all. Okay,
I've told you before though, and this is a full disclaimer. Before I've told him before, people don't know when to take shit like this serious or not serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be like offended, and in the day and age that we live in right now, it's overly offended or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to tell you the truth, I mean, I don't think like in any shape or form, you know what I'm saying, you're a Trump supporter, one. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to all that. I'm gonna get to the personal stuff.
If you are, you've infiltrated my whole fucking my household. All right, and I'm not okay with it. I'm just gonna tell you now.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. I want to go through each segment first, and then we'll get to that. Extra
all right. Go. Okay.
So, the absurd metaphors, absurd hypotheticals, right? They're supposed to be just thought-provoking, entertaining.
Bum's fingers.
Yeah, it's supposed to be absurd. You're supposed to be like, holy shit, like, what the fuck? Like, that's ridiculous. And then think, well, it kind of makes sense in some way. And you don't have to agree with it. I never said I agree with it. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, like, when I said, hey, ugly girls, here's a tip, watch the guy jerking off. You completely missed the point of that. The point of that is men, when we're horny, our thought process goes to shit, and it's hard for us to control ourselves because we're stupid fucking men. And you said, I was coming for all men. Yes, I was. Most men ain't shit. Like, but
see that grouping thing, you can't group.
No, I said the whole time, I'm talking in generalizations.
Okay, yeah, you did.
And I said that over and over. I think you said that once.
Maybe twice.
Okay, maybe I'm confusing because we recorded that shit twice. So
it doesn't. But like,
the point is, I'm speaking in generalizations. I was not speaking for how I move, how I act, or how I think. I'm giving you the game of how many men think. That was what those generalizations were about.
Right.
And the fact that, like, the hypothetical about the coworker at work, that was to only say that sometimes you'll meet someone that'll light a fire you didn't realize was out. That's all it's about. And you could be the most committed, never thought you'd cheat person in the world, but you never know. Life is crazy. It comes at you fast. That was my point.
Right.
That was the only point. I never said cheating was okay. None of that. And then the fact that they twisted I said I never cheated, and I said, oh, I did cheat. And they harped on that forever. First of all, I didn't cheat. And I didn't want to expand on this. I'll expand on this. I didn't want to tell this story. That's why I kind of was like, oh, I don't know how much I want to say. But this is what happened. I was with a girl for almost 2 years. She cheated on me. We broke up, right? For months, we were still sort of in each other's lives, right? But I also didn't want to be alone. It was a tough time. It was difficult, right? I started dating another girl about 3-4 months after I broke up with the other girl. And I just kind of kept it a secret. And at first, it was going to be just a fling, right?
Sure.
I was like, I just need a fling to make myself feel better.
Okay.
I ended up falling in love with that girl, spending almost 4 years with her, right? But me, just being a man, I'm like, you know what? I'll take that strike against me because I still feel bad about it. Even though we had been broken up for 3 or 4 months, I still felt bad that I wasn't just straight up with her. I didn't just cut her off and start living my life.
They don't. To be honest, you're like putting your shit on the line that doesn't even need to be put on the line.
That's what I'm saying. And they just took it like, you did cheat. No, I didn't. All right, but I'll still take the strike that it wasn't the right move. But I was young. I was still learning. I was hurt. I was vulnerable. I didn't fucking cheat. I wasn't in a committed relationship when it happened. Well, like I said, my humility, I'll take the strike.
But the busting down the whole story is what's more like. Come on, man. I mean, from shits and giggles to, you know, like you feeling like you have to, like, you know, secure like that you're not what they portrayed you to be. Yeah. You don't have to play that part, bud. Because realistically,
I do.
Why?
Because I want to.
Petty. But a petty situation can only get pettier.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I'm just putting it out there because they said on air, yes, I cheated. No, I didn't really.
All right.
That's all I'm saying. I'm just clearing it up.
All right.
Right? And somehow that might still get twisted somehow. You know?
Okay.
But I still felt bad.
No, I don't.
I still felt bad for that girl. She cheated on me, and she slapped me when I found out. Right?
Right.
I still felt bad. To this day, I still care about her and wish her the best. And she was the one that did me dirty.
Right.
Right? So, no. Don't paint me as that. And then I said something about, you know, men should get credit for keeping their lust or whatever in check. And they said, what about women? I never said women don't get credit or shouldn't get credit. You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't have to qualify everything I say with the other side of the coin. Even though I tried to as much as I could, but not every situation. I'm not going to go down the list and talk about both sides. Women, you do get credit for being committed. And if anything, you get more credit because the whole idea in society, everyone thinks that everybody automatically assumes that women aren't going to cheat.
Hell, I'm
in a lot of ways. That's
I'm
how
cut
it
from
is.
a different cloth, though.
If you look at pop culture, it's usually they portray it as the women are faithful, the men are dogs, right?
To a certain extent.
So I'm saying
actors.
No, yeah,
Hollywood, whatever Hollywood.
Let's qualify this again.
Right.
I'm talking in generalizations. I don't mean every situation.
Yeah, you got to add that. Because then, what?
I'm just saying in pop culture and in society, we kind of already give women the benefit of the doubt as far as that, and men are already automatically considered dogs. That's all I meant.
I could say that. That is pretty much how the picture is painted.
Yeah, so
in society.
You get credit.
That is, I mean, that was neither here nor there to me. But like, just what else you got there? What else you working with?
Like, I never said cheating is okay for a man. I never said that at all. I was just telling you certain things of how certain men think. That's it. Like, and to me to say, oh, it's a little worse if women cheat, it's because, if anything, it's because I think more highly of women than I do of men. And maybe it's that pop culture thing. Maybe it's been ingrained in me. I think men ain't shit. Like, I have more female friends than male friends. Like, and that's not to excuse men's behavior, but like, oh, they ain't shit. You should expect that. All right. I'm trying to find every little qualifying thing I can say to make sure that it's not
you're covering your bases. Yeah, I know,
exactly.
but see, you don't have to put on for as much as what you have to put on, because like this is my thing with the whole thing. And and then after this, I'm going to sit back. I'm not going to probably you get out everything you have to say, but this is all I'm going to say about it. With us doing whatever we're doing over here, you know what I mean, in using the platform, we're not out here trying to bash anyone human.
That wasn't the point at all.
But however it's portrayed, you know what I mean? I could say, I'm sorry, but I'm kind of not. Only because if you listen to observe, like what was said, if you listen to have a rebuttal immediately, right? You listen for hell. As they said, they took notes.
They took notes, but they called me a Trump supporter, even though we were bashing Trump right before that segment.
I know, that is wild.
You know what I mean?
Hey, but no.
They did everything.
I think what they did too. I think what they did was they sped past that part and got to the meat and potatoes of it, and that's fine too. You know what I'm saying? But like I said outside, you know what I mean? When we first, you know what I'm saying, started talking about the situation. Like I said, I can be offended and use whatever and lash out, and you know what I mean? Or I could just be like, oh, okay, well, that's the opinion of two dudes who, you know what I'm saying, are living in their own shoes. Trying
to be comical.
Yeah. We're not, when we're talking serious situations, like what was it before? We were talking about how the slaves in Libya, right?
Yeah.
Like, we're being completely honest when we're talking about that
nuanced
shit. But when we're talking about something where the focus can shift to being, petty as fuck, it has to be you can't take the shit we say literally. And if you do, I apologize, but then again, I kind of don't.
Avery says that for some reason, my humor, a lot of people don't
super
pick up
dry.
on. I didn't know that.
It's dry, but no. I've known that for the longest, but like when I'm over here asking him like, oh, are you serious? Are you serious? I'm still kind of giving him the look like, this nigga, you are just drumming the mill. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not.
That's the point too. They brought up that you kept trying to shut me down. First of all, that had nothing to do with the segment. That's every segment he tries to shut me down.
Facts.
That had nothing to do with what I was saying. It had everything to do with he's always trying to hurry up and get to the next topic.
Yeah, and then not even that too. It doesn't like I'm not gonna. Like I said, I don't like to. I'm not trying to berate nothing. You know what I'm saying? And you know, as I said before, I didn't really even want to touch the topic.
I didn't want to touch it to begin with. I thought this was going to be fun.
No, I thought after I seen your enthusiasm with it, I'm like, you know what, this dude, this is going to be fun. But like, I really didn't want to do it. Actually, if you listen to the episode, I say. Did you want to touch on that? Or we could, and then you just go in, right? Yeah. Like, I didn't really want to even touch on the topic because it didn't, I don't.
And that was also, like I said, that was because we'd already recorded it. So I was trying to rush through it, right? So that may be why you are picking up this vibe of like, he's trying to shut me down. No, we were just trying to just rifle through this topic and get it done with.
Yeah, there were all kinds of things brought up. The slut walks. I am not shaming any sluts. Yeah. I'm not out here picketing fucking rallies and telling them put your clothes on. I'm not out here. I apologize, but Jesus, I like there are things that can be taken out of context, and there are things that could be misconstrued or one or both. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm not really one to, you know, offend anyone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if I did offend you, you knew the daggers were coming for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not my bag to sit back and bash anybody else's beliefs, views, anything. Yeah. But like I said, when and if I did, oh my God, but just know the darts are thrown directly at you. And to be honest,
but they still gave you a pass, which is bullshit.
But to be honest, but I think they should know me well enough to not just be sitting next to some piece of shit. Like, I don't really keep circles with niggas that are, and I don't be on a podcast to talk about niggas and this and that. But I don't be on with whole circles with people who are pieces of shit. That's just not my MO ever.
Well,
that's where I felt almost the most offended and disrespected is when they said, like, you don't respect dudes. Yeah. So I'm sitting here next to a dude who don't respect me. You don't lost your mind. That's ridiculous. For every, like I said, blanket statement that was nonsense, it gets equated to me being around some bullshit. Yeah. That nigga,
I was talking in false generalizations of shit I've seen. You know what I mean?
Right.
I never said how I felt.
I'd have been around some dog ass niggas. I'm explaining a situation that I might have been walked through.
Yeah, I'm trying to give you the game, and you apply it to me, and you like none of them know me at all. Well, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, Teresa, I've been around. I thought we were cool, and then I thought she would know me better. No.
I don't think it's not. I don't even think it's on a level of not cool. You know what I'm saying? Or anything like that.
No, I'm not saying
I'm still cool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm
just saying the whole thing was taken out of context and misconstrued, and they applied things to it that just weren't there. As it, like, perfect example, the very first topic, we never said that you guys said all men cheat. Never said that.
I never said that.
You know what I mean? Like,
never said that.
Yeah, there's more there's more little things as far as saying I'm superficial because the woman needs to be done up or whatever. I never said that. You brought up the sweatpants thing and seemed to take offense to that. The irony of that is when I mentioned sweatpants, I was talking about me. I was talking about myself.
How comfortable you got in your previous relationship.
Yes, because I was in a relationship for a long time. We ended up breaking up. A mutual friend of ours, we were talking about it, you know, having a little powwow, a little heart to heart. And he said, "What's up with you?" It's like every time I used to see it, this was C.
Okay.
He said, every time I used to see you, you'd be fitted. Now, the past year, every time I see you, you're wearing sweats, hoodie, bummy as fuck. She's not going to want that every single day. And I was like, fuck, you're right. Right? And they took that to me being superficial, talking about the girl. Like, no, I was talking about myself. It doesn't matter. Anybody, You don't get comfortable in a relationship if you want it to work.
Right.
That's the whole point. Like, in the sweats thing, one of my favorite looks is when a girl just has like a white t-shirt, gray sweatpants, and some sneakers. That's one of my favorite looks. Like, just, you know, casual. I love that.
Not no busted out sneakers though, but you better have on some smooth sneakers. You
know what I'm saying? Prom joke. No, but I'm saying, I love the casual look. I love a pretty girl in the morning, like with no makeup, and she still got the fucking sleep in her eyes. I love that. I'm not superficial at all. But I'm saying, if it's just that every day, you gotta mix it up. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. We were strictly talking about how to keep your man from cheating, and it turned into this is what is to be expected.
Wear heels and makeup every single day and suck our dicks with indiscriminately.
Yeah.
Somehow you guys twisted it into that, and that's not at all what we said.
But see, this is the thing. This is the thing with media. As I've said, when media comes around, people can take it for what they want it to be. Similar to how they said with you, what you took from their thing. They may have felt like you were throwing daggers. I don't know, but whatever the case is we're not like the extra superficials. We're not at all. I mean, this dude comes through and sweats to this day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he was doing back then. It's not. I mean, people are going to draw their own conclusions though, and you know, if every day I spent trying to clear up what I meant when I said something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, damn, dude.
Well, look, this is the thing. They accuse me of listening to their podcast with the mind to, I just want to attack them or respond in like a hostile way. And that's not at all. That's not even, I don't even think, other than the first initial joke, which is like, I'm sure they're lovely ladies. That was an obvious joke. That's why I got close to the mic and said, I'm sure they're all lovely. Right? That you should be able to tell, like, I'm fucking around.
Yeah.
I never said about...
Like I said, people can't tell when other people are... But all this shit really just boils down to people not being able to, you know, they're not reading the same text you wrote.
I guess.
They're reading some...
But the thing is, they did exactly what they accused me of. They listened. Oh, how can we attack back? Like, how can we... You know what I mean? And my whole thing, I was excited to hear their podcast. I didn't think it was going to be...
But it was peaches and steam.
I didn't think it was going to be an attack. I thought it was going to be a funny rebuttal.
I felt the heat from my earbuds because I was listening to it at work. I felt the heat in my earbuds. Like, Jesus, this is singeing the hair off my ears. Jesus Christ, the heat's here.
Yeah,
they're upset.
Yeah,
by some snide comments.
Yeah,
just joking.
Yeah,
like we weren't even aiming the darts directly at anyone
at all. Another thing we brought up was the checking every box of your partner's wants, right? That's different for everybody. But they just applied it to me like as if I said, you know, like the other thing, the superficial shit. Like, no, everyone has a different checkbox. Everyone has a different standard of what maintaining yourself is. I didn't say just wear makeup and wear high heels. Like, you applied that. Like, I'm just saying, take care of yourself. Be a person that people want to be around. This goes for relationships, friendships, being successful in life. Like,
all humans, male or female.
Yeah, and if you want a partner, if you got to check those boxes of their wants and needs in a relationship, or else they might stray to find someone else that'll check those boxes. And they're different for everybody. Everyone has different standards. And they said, like, oh, ugly to me, as if, like, I'm super fit. Like, I'm talking about just
Hey, to be honest, I've always thought of you as an ugly dude.
I am an ugly dude.
Am I foul for that?
I am an ugly dude.
I'm just fucking with you.
No, but
I'm just fucking with you.
But I'm saying, like, oh, ugly to me. They had to apply that to me. I'm talking from the point of view of some average random shithead dude. I wasn't talking about me. My standards are completely different. I like weird shit. Like, you know, I want a girl that watch random ass documentaries with me. Like, I'm not just looking. If I was just looking for just someone that looked good, like superficial shit, I wouldn't have been single for so long. I'm looking for a girl that'll go with me to fucking Paris and just stare at the architecture for hours because I'm fucking weird like that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm obsessive about random weird things, and none of it's superficial as far as like looking good. Like, but I do want to look good. I like fashion.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that doesn't, I shouldn't be shamed for that.
Sure. I'm just, yeah.
You just gotta, you know, you gotta check every box of whatever your partner wants, and everybody has different boxes to check. That was my whole point. And when I'm talking hypotheticals, random ass dude, like, I'm not talking about what I want. I don't think in that whole part I said what I want, because I want weird shit. That's why I'm single. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to watch old fucking cartoons and shit. Like, I'm fucking random. You know what I mean? Like, it was just ridiculous that everything was twisted. I still like your guys' podcast. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I was super excited to hear the response because I expected it to be along the lines of ours, which wasn't attacking you at all. It was just. I'm gonna be honest. I knew there was gonna be some cheap jabs. You know what I'm saying? But like when they got to like the full Monty of them, like calling you like immature, yeah,
and like pretty much just got personal. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. I never once said anything about any of them personally.
I was kind of thrown back, like, damn, dude. Like,
I was speaking in huge generalizations, which I said.
Yeah, you said that, but
peppered with absurd, obvious jokes.
They were ludicrous.
The fact that you would think I would advocate stalking a guy because you're ugly. like it's just ridiculous. Like, first of all, like, all right.
Hey, you know what though?
Get into,
you know, sorry if, you know, out of our, you know, thousands and thousands of listeners, blood, if one of you guys went out and did that and got arrested.
Yeah.
We both apologize for that.
It was a joke, but I don't mean it.
Like, bum's fingers.
Yeah.
Dude, bum's fingers. Oh,
it's such a ridiculous metaphor. God.
Dude, I think I rewound that part and re-listened to like they were like, you guys were disgusted. Like, I couldn't find any more. I laughed like until tears came out of my eyes, dude, because I couldn't believe that they were actually serious about you being serious about the comparison with bum's fingers.
Yeah.
But it's I mean,
all right. Well, I want to get into the other parts. Unless do you have last thoughts on the actual segments?
No. What other?
I don't want to cut you off. You know what I mean? I don't want to censor you here.
No. What other? No. Oh, no. Hey, see. No, like, you know, there is certain things as having, you know, good podcast etiquette. I guess. I guess there is, but I think you could listen back to episode 2 or 3, and I said you will never have proper etiquette on this one. Ever. Like I said, unless we are talking about something that unless we are talking about topics that are relevant
obviously
to
serious.
You know, losing human life, and you know what I'm saying? Like, even going as far as like questioning, you know, if certain people are getting pulled into the limelight of, you know, not limelight, but like they're you know, they're sexually harassing women at the workplace, and now the light shined on them. You know what I'm saying? In question that, because at this time there's plenty of that coming out right now. Like, besides, like, we're still serious when we're talking about that, but when we are talking about some ludicrous ass topics, I mean, you guys, if you can't take that for what that is, oh my, our business is concluded.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just know, I don't even know, like, fuck, dude, you have to take some sort of what we're saying as complete bullshit. I mean, but
we're here for the jokes.
Yeah.
Above all, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that's what me and you do often. That's why why, you know, when I called you, told you, let's get this rolling.
Yeah.
Right. Cause I know we're two funny dudes.
Yeah.
And we can sit here and laugh about a situation for a couple hours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's exactly why it came together as it did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like,
all right. Well, do you want to get real right now?
You can bust down.
You want to get real? All right, this part is going to be hard for me because as Avery will vouch, I'm very self-deprecating. I'm very negative about myself. I don't like to pat myself on the back. I feel like it's slimy, corny, all that, right?
Greaseball.
Yeah. And you vouch for me. You try to talk about shit I've done, like with the Something or Other tour, and I'm just like, you know what I mean? I don't like to talk about accomplishments even because I don't feel accomplished at all. I feel like I ain't shit, right? But I'm going to have to defend myself with the personal shit. So I never once made any judgments about them as individuals. It was purely the topics, right?
Topics. It was.
The worst thing I said was one of the statements sounded naive.
Facts.
I didn't say you were naive.
Philly said that statement.
Yeah. I didn't say you were naive. I just said that was a naive statement, right? I'm very, very, I believe in tough love. The reason I may talk shit about bullshit that women do is because I think highly of women. I think more highly of women than men. I feel like there's no fucking point in talking to men sometimes because I think way more highly of women than I do men.
Right.
So somehow I didn't say anything personal, but somehow it was perfectly fine for them to call me a douchebag and maybe even worse, a Trump supporter.
Oh, God, dude.
When we talk shit about Trump
right
before that.
Shit.
Right?
You're talking to an ultra-liberal, dude.
I'm like a militant liberal. Like, what the fuck? Dude. Like, literally, I was just involved and donated to Doug Jones's campaign against the sexual predator Roy Moore in Alabama. I was part of the newsletters. I donated money, right? I fucking campaigned for Barack Obama. I used to go to the campaign headquarters, get all the gear, right? Donated, all that. Donated to Bernie. Right? I'm super involved, probably more than most people you know, in liberal causes. And a lot of female causes, too.
That's a fact.
I think we might have talked about on this podcast, the Women's March, how much I championed that and how incredible that was and how happy I was to see that. And then, call me immature, say I need to grow up, say I need to travel more. I probably travel more than all of you. And when I travel, I talk to as many people as I can. From a little old lady in Portland that I'll never forget, young kids in Brooklyn. Like, I love talking to different random people and getting their insight. But you know what? I don't take their blanket statements and call them immature for it, right? But somehow that gets applied to me. And, to say like they painted this picture like I'm a womanizer because I told you how some men act. I never said how I act. In every relationship I've been in, I've been the romantic. I've been the soft one. I've been the emotional one. And to paint this picture like I'm a pussy-grabbing Trump supporter, like I'm the one that fucking watches stupid documentaries and cries when it fake snows at Disneyland. Like, you got me completely fucked up.
You're giving them tidbits they don't even need. Player.
I don't care.
This is
but it wasn't personal to you. They gave you a pass, which was obvious, which was bullshit because he said some of the most ignorant shit. What
do you mean, man? Hey, but no, I clear. Hey, man, that shit was. Hey, like I said, there were all kinds of things taken out of context, man. Hey, I'm just out here. You know what I'm saying?
No, because they know you better, so of course they don't want to ruffle your feathers. That's all it was.
Well, no, Sco. Hey, there were things that were said on the podcast where, like I said, things will be twisted if they come off a certain way on the podcast, on any social media platform. As I've said, we've done episodes where I've talked about this, and this is why I don't have Instagram downloaded. I just downloaded it on my phone, actually. I posted a nice picture of Christmas at the Park of the Family. I'm going to delete it.
Yeah.
I'm the app, I mean. You know what I mean? Like Facebook. I don't have Facebook app on my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to actually go on the web and log in, and I don't do that shit. You know what I mean? So like, but that's why I stopped, because, you know, in between when I had it and, you know, there were a lot of, you know, race related topics going on. You know, there were things that people were saying that were taken out of context, and I kept seeing it over and over and over again. And I was like, you know what? I'm done with this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's pointless. It's making me mad for a split second out of my day. I don't need this shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? But there's always...
Okay, but they were calling me out by name and applying things to me that just don't fit.
A lot of them, you know, don't. But, you know, like I said, you know, I could understand if you went into a full horrible, like dude, I don't know, man. Things just get twisted,
okay,
man.
Yeah.
Like, but okay.
No, I get that, but it's just, that was uncalled for.
Sure.
I stayed on topic.
Sure.
Right? It had nothing to do with them personally. I don't know if something I said ruffled their feathers. It didn't mean to. I thought these are fun topics. Let's talk about them. Now, one of the most offensive things to me was maybe I need to surround myself with strong women. Like, that was one of the worst things you could have said to me. I grew up with a single mother that was mistreated by my father. I'm still very close with my stepmother, who my father went on to mistreat. You can ask her to vouch for me. That when I had to
vouches, but don't like.
But I'm just saying, I had to drop everything in my life and go stay in San Diego for 3 months to play security for her, so my dad didn't fucking come over, you know, and do some crazy shit. I had to protect her from him, right? I have 3 amazing aunts. One of my aunts has been battling MS since the 90s, and I don't know about strong women. Like, she cried in my arms out of embarrassment, because I had to pick her up because she fell and help her into her car at Thanksgiving. Like, I don't know about strong women. Like, that's fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? I was one of the only people around, me and my brother and one of my cousins, for my grandmother who just passed away, because every other man in her life treated her like shit. And I was nothing but supportive of her. And you can see my social media posts, if that's what it takes, that I said she was one of the most amazing women ever. While every other man in her life, her ex-husband, my grandpa, my own father and uncle, her sons, treated her like shit. Like, to say I don't know about strong women, like, that's incredibly offensive. Incredibly offensive.
Yeah.
Because I was giving you the game of how men think. Because I think highly of women. That's why I said that. Because I think women are better than men. That's why I was saying that shit.
The way it was described were to be completely okay. Have you got that?
I'm just saying, don't tell me about strong women, because my whole family's strong women.
Are we? Do you have more to address?
Maybe, but I don't.
Maybe, okay. Well,
no, go ahead. Not off the top of my head.
Okay, so with the day and age we're living in, we can understand how some of those comments that we're taking literally could be really highly offensive to people. Okay, that's easy. But again, with this podcast that is on right now, we are out for our own shits and giggles.
Yeah. And
if you guys join in wherever you are listening in and join in on the shits and giggles, thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? If you take things for the literal and maybe out of context, you know what I'm saying? Or feel you need to over observe because there's something that you disagree with, there is a Facebook you could follow right now. It is called Humble Finessers. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, comment all you'd like. We'd love to hear the feedback. It's fucking outstanding. You know,
no, that's what I was expecting. Just some feedback and some, haha, you're stupid for that.
Yeah. No. Yeah,
not you're immature and need to grow up and travel more and surround yourself with strong women.
Yeah, no,
none of that is facts.
Yeah, no. But they went for the petties. Like they went to the petty side.
Yeah.
And now I feel like we're overextending our welcome in the petty.
No, and here's a perfect example of when Abe tries to cut me off, just so you know.
Yeah, because but see, this is the thing with me though, with topics of all
no,
sorts.
If it's not his topic, he tries to cut me off. That's just what you need to know.
No, it's not. It's not. But we're running. You know what I'm saying? We're running.
Yeah.
Got about 10.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like realistically, are we gonna end completely just berating this? Why do it? Means nothing. I mean, not to say it doesn't mean anything because this man's identity and what he stands for was completely fucking, like you guys were going in full attempt to demolish.
None of it applied to me.
Right.
Like I try to live my whole life being kind and generous and champion women. Malala is one of my favorite human beings on earth. I always talk about, the Michelle Obamas. Like, I look up to women more than I look up to men.
But, okay, all right.
So that was my whole point. Like, women are the gatekeepers. That's what I'm saying.
When I start cutting it short and I want to switch to a different topic, it's when it gets repetitive. Mm-hmm. And with me, I know you for who you are. So you sitting here having to explain yourself really is like, I don't want to fucking hear it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not to be shady, but because I already know, I know the person you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, as I said, far be it for me to ever have a piece of shit sit on my couch. You know what I mean? Play with my son.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let a piece of shit, a Trump supporter. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was one of the worst things you could have said. Now
you know what I mean? But regardless of that, you know what I'm saying?
Let me just, I'll say my last little piece. You got me fucked up, first of all, right? I liked your podcast. I still like your podcast. I just think that was completely uncalled for. If you look at my social media, the day before that podcast came out, I posted a picture that said, I only pray to goddesses. That had nothing to do with anything. It didn't come out after. That's just how I am, right? I have a beautiful niece that I spend as much time with as I can when I'm in Southern California, and I want her to be the best person she could be. So don't apply me giving you game of how some men think to me, because I never said how I act. I never said how I carry myself, because I carry myself completely different than that. I don't chase pussy. I'm by myself, working on myself. I don't treat women like shit. And
when he's speaking about piece of shit niggas, he's what? Generalizing. If we're going into grouping, you guys can listen to previous episodes. I think I might even said it on that episode. Yeah. You can't group, Sco. You can't group.
Yeah.
And then he'll be like, I'm generalizing. Like, I'll be like, all right, cool. Because if nothing else, you need to get those across. But fuck, why would we need to get across? I swear, I'm just going to need a fucking buzzer. And for every single time, or you know what? One of those what is it? Bicycle bells.
Yeah.
Bing, 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 bing. For every time, it seems like maybe we're getting out of hand, and we need to pull back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But for fuck's sakes, this is the platform that you know what I mean. We devote our time we have to. So in that, you know what I mean. I'm gonna keep saying what the fuck I feel.
No, I am.
You know what I mean? And I would hope.
Of course,
you know what I mean? Like,
of course I am. But I'm also not going to sit here and just be attacked personally when I didn't do anything like that. I didn't say shit about them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought it was fun topics.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun topics. We could throw some stupid jokes around.
It was still, I mean, for them, like, I'm going to be honest. Hey, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was listening to it and I can hear parts where they were probably like, girl, or like want to snap their fingers or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
There was one part where I think Philly actually, she kind of got it, like something I said, and I was like, yeah. I was like, saying to myself, like, yeah, you get it. Like, I'm fucking around, and then they completely went. I don't know if another one completely cut it off. Like, nah.
But I could feel when it was like, oh, like, and you guys were on a roll. You guys were on a full roast. And I'm talking about roast beef, right? And it was happening, and everything was clicking. You had the words right, and then you left it off with some like, and you should do better by this.
Yeah.
And just lean back and it's right after the sunset. Yeah. I feel it, but in the same.
And if you want me on the show and you think it's gonna go bad for me, shit, I'll be on the show any day of the week. Any day of the week. Because I got the jokes, but it's got to be about the jokes. Because, I got a little more serious on this podcast than I usually do. Because that shit means something to me. I'm one of the most emotional, sensitive, fucking passionate people you could ever meet. So don't come at me personally like that. You know what I mean? And apply shit that doesn't apply. Like, you were wrong. That's my last statement. You were wrong. That's it. You can say my jokes are stupid. They were too out there. They were all this and that. But when
we didn't have the disclaimer bell.
Yeah, but when you're talking about my character, you were wrong. Completely wrong.
All right. And are we gonna float off and ride off into the sunset with that last one?
I don't know. Say a joke.
I don't know.
Say a knock joke.
I know, huh? No. If it's crude and rude, blood, we might get. You know what I mean? Like,
and I gotta say another disclaimer is like I fucking hate talking about myself like that. Like, that was difficult. That was very hard to pat myself on the back. I still kind of feel slimy about it.
You are.
Yeah,
you're a greaseball, bro.
Bad, right?
You're out here fucking. No, you're out here fucking trying to service yourself.
I'm out here jerking myself off.
It takes a low man.
Oh my god.
I'm just fucking around. No. All right, but
just stroking myself.
No. But to each his own. Though.
It was real shit though.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? You guys like I said. You know what I mean?
Just look at my social media for fucking 5 minutes.
No, you guys did a bang up job. If your intentions were to try and just, like damn near just like hurt someone's feelings, like, to a certain extent, like pretty much just like if you guys did a bang up job if you guys were just trying to listen to react.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Ashley. You said it.
Yeah.
I think Teresa said it too. You guys did a bang up job.
That's called projecting.
At listening to react. And I'll tell you what, and I may be 100% wrong, but whatever he threw was not directed at any three of you
at all.
Other than the thing about Philly, when all he said was that's kind of not that'd be naive to believe that, right? Yeah. You guys went onto an onslaught of how to discredit somebody that I deal with a lot. And that's, you know what I mean? It takes a low person to do that. How you guys sleep at night? No, I'm just fucking with you guys. I'll be listening to the next episode, you know what I'm saying? The one's going past that, and we'll fucking link up. And like he said, he's challenged you guys to an honor duel now. If you guys would like to ever link up and, you know what I'm saying, do some via Skype or something like that, it's always a possibility.
I'll be in Texas. Fuck, I wasn't supposed to say that.
Oh, well, hey, that's to each his own. To each his own. But yeah, you guys, everybody else out there, you know what I'm saying? This was a little
different.
You know what I'm saying?
Off the beaten path.
I'm not into one like with getting into the whole like talking about my life and like things that, you know what I'm saying? I know this is going to be, I'd love this to be listened to by, like, I was joking about the thousands earlier, but I'd love this to be listened to by millions. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want it to be. I don't want things to be taken out of context. Yeah. And I don't want people to, over observe. You know what I'm saying? Unless we're talking about a subject that. Can be
understand. We're here for the jokes. We're trying to be entertaining.
Right.
We're trying to have fun. I like being challenged, just not personally.
This dude will sit next to me during any which episode and just play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
And he might agree with me wholeheartedly, but he's going to just play devil's advocate.
Yeah,
because
you do the same thing. Like, that's what makes an interesting podcast.
Right. You can't, I mean, yeah. But, you guys, you know what I'm saying?
Follow the Instagram.
Follow the Instagram.
We're going to be more active on all the social media.
Dylan Sesko, Facebook, like, subscribe, comment. If you have anything you'd like to say in regards to, this whole...
Yeah.
What is it? The rebuttals buttle or whatever, you know what I mean? Buttle. Fucking,
I have no problem with someone saying shit I said was stupid. Just don't make it personal.
It is.
A lot of it was supposed to be stupid.
It
was supposed to be comical. Yes. That was the whole point.
All right.
Wait, let me end with the joke.
Okay, you got one?
All right, I got a couple one-liners. I'm going to just rifle them off.
All right.
A lot of people cry when they cut onions. The trick is to not form an emotional bond. I wrote a song about a tortilla. Well, actually, it's more of a rap.
You're an idiot, dude. All right.
Some people just have a way with words, and other people, not have a way.
Right.
All right, I just had to throw some jokes on there. I just Googled some one-liners, and that's
all right.
it.
Yeah,
all
you guys, take
Happy
it
holidays,
easy. You know what I'm saying?
Happy New Year.
Have a happy New Year's. Drive safely. Don't get too drunk.
2018 is going to be better. Hopefully, Trump's going to be
this is episode 27, and we are out.
The Humble Finesses on air with Ave and Dylan Sesko.